Welcome to I Am Stoic. In the busyness of modern life, have you ever looked for a rock or source of inspiration to help you get through the hard times and feelings of isolation from the rest of the world? Have you ever wondered where we can find happiness and strength when we feel like we're in the middle of nowhere? The Stoic philosophers saw life's problems not only as lessons, but also as chances to learn about oneself and develop priceless virtues like patience, honesty, and kindness. They taught us that every moment of loneliness is both a time to face ourselves and a chance to nourish our soul and intellect. But how can we turn our negative emotions into motivation to improve ourselves? How to keep our hearts open to new, honest connections instead of giving up because we're afraid of being left alone? The answer lies in the 10 lessons from Stoic philosophy, which show us how to find true happiness and meaning in deeply connecting with the people around us. Let's start the journey of finding our inner strength and learning how to build meaningful relationships, which will not only make our own lives better, but also set the stage for real links with souls who share your interests. Let us learn from each other's mistakes and grow to find the true meaning of friendship and relationship. Are you ready to go on this journey with us? Leave a comment below. I'm ready to go on this journey with you. Number 1. Lack of social opportunities. Many of us feel alone and isolated because we don't have many chances to interact with other people. This can easily lead to feelings of hopelessness and loneliness. But Stoicism reminds us that every challenge is a chance to meet new people and make new friends. So the question is, how can we apply this philosophy to our lack of social interaction opportunities in life? Let's think about how we can do that. Face isolation. Is it really a problem? Or can we use it as a way to grow as people? Not being able to talk to other people isn't always a flaw, but a chance to learn more about ourselves, gain new skills, and care for our minds. Stoicism teaches us to find happiness and peace inside ourselves instead of relying on what's going on around us. This doesn't mean we should just accept our loneliness and not try to change it. Instead, we should look for and take advantage of every chance to connect with people around us. We can start by joining online groups with people who share our interests, planning or going to small events, or just being friendly with our co-workers and neighbors. The question is whether we are ready to face and get past our weaknesses in order to make room for new and meaningful relationships. As Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, if you want to be loved, love in any situation. Being able to love and open up to others is the key to unlocking new doors and getting past the barriers of isolation and a lack of communication opportunities. That is the essence of living a life where we learn to appreciate and seek meaning in every connection. Life is full of challenges and opportunities. Sometimes these changes can make us feel like everything we knew has vanished, but they also give us the chance to rediscover ourselves, find our inner strength, and keep growing. Let's talk about how to embrace change and use it to our advantage. There are many reasons why social options can be limited in the modern world. Living in a city, using technology to communicate, and having a lot of work and personal obligations can all make you feel alone. This lack of social contact can make people feel alone, stressed, and disconnected from other people. We can find ways to deal with these problems and keep our inner peace by studying the Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius. Getting used to reality, Marcus Aurelius told us that we should be okay with things we can't change. Accept that the way things are now in your social life and focus on what you can change. You control your mind, not what happens in the outside world. Know this and you will be strong. Being mindful and present. Being in the present moment can help ease the stress that comes with not having many social chances. Fully participate in whatever you're doing, whether you're doing it by yourself or with other people online. Lock yourself in the present, said the speaker. Being independent. Use this time to build up your inner resources and ability to rely on yourself. Find activities, skills, and hobbies that you can enjoy by yourself. Quote, "The only thing you need to make your life happy is to change the way you think." Making friends in little ways. Look for small ways to connect with other people, even if they aren't typical social situations. It can go a long way to say something nice to a neighbor or an old friend. Men exist for the sake of each other. Then teach them or put up with them. Think about nature. Spend time in nature to feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself. Nature can help you relax and remember that there is a bigger world out there than just your own problems. Look deeply into nature, and then you'll understand everything better. By following these Stoic principles, you can stay calm and strong, even when you don't have many social chances. Remember that our peace of mind is not based on what is happening around us, but on how we react to it. Number 2, changing situations. Change is going to happen like the perpetual wheel of fate. We often find ourselves in different situations, such as job and living situation changes, and changes in personal relationships. So, as one of the great Stoic thinkers, Marcus Aurelius, said, accept everything that happens, even if you don't like it, because it leads to this. But how can we use this advice when things change, especially when those changes mean losing friends? If you move to a new city and don't know anyone there, you might feel lonely and out of place at first. But this is also a chance to leave your comfort zone, meet new people, and make meaningful connections. When you leave your safe space, you're not just looking for friends, you're also looking to grow as a person. Not only is change hard, it's also a chance to do something new. Have you ever thought that when you lose a friend, you find a part of yourself? When you're by yourself, you might find new hobbies and interests and learn to be more independent. Changes in relationships could mean that you are growing and learning more about the world and yourself. So how can we use these changes to improve ourselves and our relationships? Remember that the universe is our teacher, and we can adapt and learn from every experience. By welcoming change with an open heart, we not only make new friends, but we also find the inner strength, resilience, and courage to face any challenge on our next life journey. As life takes us down new paths, every change in circumstances is not just a challenge, but an opportunity. At first, not having any friends may seem like a problem, but it's actually a chance to become strong, independent, and ready for new relationships. Now is the time to let our hearts open, explore who you are, and look for true, deep friendships. Through these connections, we can grow and help each other. We'd love to hear about times when your life changed and how you found strength and new friendships. Please share your story in the comments below. It could help others who are going through similar things. Life only stays the same when you change. Whether it's a new job, a move to a different place, or something that comes up out of the blue, our success and peace of mind depend on how well we can handle and adjust to new situations. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, has lasting advice on how to stay calm and strong when things change. This lesson will teach you how to stay cool like a Stoic when things change in your life. Understand that everything changes. The main idea is that everything changes. Understand that life changes all the time. Meaning, Marcus Aurelius stressed that everything in life is temporary. Understanding that both good and bad times are short-lived can help us be less attached to the present and more open to change. Observe constantly that all things take place by change and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change. Pay attention to what you can change. Important point: figure out what you can control and what you can't. Stoicism tells us to focus on our own actions and thoughts instead of what's happening in the outside world. We can keep our cool and do our best when we focus on how we react to change instead of the change itself. You control your mind, not what happens in the outside world. Know this, and you will be strong. Accept change as a chance to get better. Remember that change is a chance to get better and grow. There are difficulties that come with change, but there are also chances to grow as a person. Change can help us grow if we think of it that way. This will help us approach new situations with interest and strength. The thing that stops people from acting moves things forward. What gets in the way turns into the way. Focus on being mindful and present. Important, be aware and present in every moment. Mindfulness helps us keep our feet on the ground when things are changing. We can feel less anxious about the future and enjoy the here and now more if we focus on the present and fully participate in our current experiences. Confine yourself to the present. Learn to be thankful and accepting. Take a moment to appreciate what you have and be open to what comes your way. Being thankful changes our attention from what we don't have to what we do have, which makes us feel better. Acceptance, on the other hand, means recognizing the truth without fighting it. All of these things help us deal with change in a calm and peaceful way. Number 3. Shyness or introversion. For many people who socialize, we still want to be social beings. Confusion about sharing without being shy or introversion often comes across as an obstacle in this journey. But let's change the text, as one of the great philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, once stoically said that you have the power. Your mind that is not outside of events, know this, and you will gain strength. And how can we apply this philosophy now to change shyness and participate? Consider a specific example. The elite like to spend time reading, thinking, and writing. Participate. At large social events or parties in today's noisy world, this silence is lonely, not for living, but for the elite to share their thoughts and actions. Not only opens the door, but is an invitation to deeply connect with oneself and the world around you, to their souls, but also builds a clear relationship based on understanding and respect. But how can we overcome the fear and anxiety that revealing and sharing can bring along? The answer is love and self-love. It is not the number of friends that is important, but the quality of relationships as we begin to build ourselves and our self-confidence. We open a family of deep friendships based on mutual respect and common values. Shyness or mental state, if you look closely, can be a wonderful resource. Development of person and family building is reminiscent of the words of Marcus Aurelius. Let us look forward and discover our inner power and use it as a strong foundation for purposeful relationships, so that shame or involvement is not a part of us, but a bridge to a deeper understanding of the world and the people around us. Sometimes we find ourselves in thought on the larger canvas of life. We find ourselves wandering in a storm of lost emotions. But have you ever wondered how to find an oasis of peace for the soul? Could the Stoic philosophy that holds the key be the one to open the door? Let's discover the power of Stoic philosophy in the 4th lesson of serenity, which helps us solve our mental problems calmly and hopefully. Number 4. Health of the mind. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest philosophers and famous Stoics, talked about the freedom of the spirit and said that the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. So how do we cultivate such thoughts, especially when we feel alone or lonely? The answer lies in practicing these 3 main ideas: self-control, acceptance, and thanks. Self-control isn't just about controlling your feelings when things go wrong. It also means being deeply aware of how you react when you don't have any relationships. For example, when you're lonely, do you use that time to learn more about yourself? Do you try to figure out what makes you feel that way and how that affects your choices and actions? Okay with that. One more principle is not about giving up. It's about accepting and embracing your truth. This means recognizing that being lonely right now is a part of growing as a person. Have you ever asked yourself, why do I feel lonely? What can I learn from this feeling? Lastly, thanksgiving is one of the most powerful tools a Stoic can use. Arsenal, no matter what, focusing on what we are grateful for gives us a new sense of confidence and mental strength. Have you taken the time to think about what you are thankful for every day? We can't change everything that happens to us, but we can change how we react to it. Not having any friends doesn't mean you'll be lonely. It can help your mental health. To find a meaningful and happy life, one must first discover themselves. Remember that we always have the choice of how to live, so let's use that power. Let's comment. If Lesson 4 taught you something about yourself, practice gratitude. Just as important as taking care of your body is taking care of your mind. A mind that is in balance is strong, flexible, and able to handle life's obstacles with ease and clarity. Stoic thinkers, especially Marcus Aurelius, taught timeless lessons on how to achieve and maintain mental health. By following Stoic ideas, we can train our minds to be calm and not be affected by the chaos around us. Control how you see things. Marcus Aurelius said that our thoughts and beliefs determine what is real. It's not the events themselves that bother us, but how we think about them. When we change how we see things, we can change how we feel. Application. Be aware of your ideas and feelings and fight them. Ask yourself if the way you see a situation is correct, or if it's skewed by judgments that aren't necessary. Pay attention to what you can change. Stoics stress the importance of figuring out what we can control and what we can't. We can keep our inner peace by focusing on the things we can change, like our thoughts, actions, and responses. How to use. Write down the things in your life that you can and cannot change. Move your attention toward the things you can change and let go of the things you can't. Visualizing bad things can help you. This Stoic exercise involves picturing the worst-case scenarios to get your mind ready for anything that might happen. We can feel less anxious about the unknown and be grateful for what we have by doing this. How to use. Every day, take a few minutes to picture problems or losses that might happen. This exercise can help you become more resilient and keep your cool when things get tough. Develop an attitude of thanksgiving. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius often thought about the good things in his life. Being grateful changes our attention from what we don't have to what we do have, which makes us feel good and calm. How to use. Write in a gratitude book. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every day. This technique can make you feel better and more peaceful all around. Accept that change is a part of life. The idea of Stoicism is that change is a normal part of life. It's pointless to hurt when you fight change. Accepting it brings peace. Application. Remind yourself often that everything is temporary. Instead of seeing change as a threat to security, see it as a chance to grow. You can develop a calm and strong mind by following these Stoic ideas in your daily life. Always keep in mind that mental health is something you do all the time. It gets stronger with regular exercise and careful treatment, just like any other muscle. Take a cue from Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic thinkers and handle life's problems with calm and confidence. Number 5. Trust issues. In Stoic philosophy, which is full of timeless wisdom, we are given tools to build and maintain this foundation. But how do we use this in our everyday lives? First, let's talk about trust in friendship. Trust isn't always easy. It takes acceptance, understanding, and sometimes forgiveness. As Seneca said, no one can live happily who only cares about himself and turns everything into a question of his own utility. In friendships, we need to accept our friends for who they are, flaws and all, and not set unrealistic expectations for them. Second, it takes time and effort to build and keep confidence by being self-aware and open to change. Our relationships, and we change over time. An important question to ask ourselves is, am I ready to accept and adapt to both my own and my friends' changes? Friends, Stoicism teaches us that the only thing we can control is how we respond to the changes in our lives. Third, and maybe most importantly, is the value of open communication and the balance between talking and listening. Communication isn't just saying what we think and feel. It's also trying to understand and respond to what other people think and feel. Marcus Aurelius said that the quality of your thoughts determines your happiness. This balance in communication not only helps build trust, but also strengthens the relationship. Now ask yourself, have I really listened and tried to understand my friend? Am I willing to share my thoughts and feelings with them? These are not only important steps in building trust, but also crucial steps toward true peace and happiness, so trust in. It's not just a goal to be friends, it's a process. A journey isn't just about making friends, it's also about getting better. Remember that every struggle is a chance to learn, grow, and get stronger. Let's share this journey together. Build trust and make relationships that mean something and last. Recently, we looked at how trust issues can show caution and independence in our lives from the point of view of Stoic philosophy. But before we move on to discussing differences in preferences and how they make each person unique, we'd like to thank you all for watching. Your support is very important to us, so please keep watching, like and share this video to learn more about the philosophy of self-discipline and how it applies to our everyday lives. 6. Having different hobbies. Imagine that everyone around you is describing a big picture in their own unique way. The differences in how they see it don't make the painting less valuable. Instead, they help you understand it better. Stoicism tells us to look at all of our interactions with other people in this way. Sophist Marcus Aurelius said that everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact, and everything we see is a point of view, not the truth. This shows how important it is to accept and value differences as a normal part of life. Now we need to ask ourselves how we can use these differences to help ourselves and those around us. The first and most important thing we can do is listen carefully and learn from others. We can learn something new from everyone we meet if we're willing to be open and accept that everyone has something to offer. This will not only help us understand the world better, but it will also make us more charitable and understanding. To value and appreciate differences, it's important to keep a humble attitude and be open to them. Once we stop seeing differences as problems and start seeing them as chances to grow and fit in, we realize how valuable every relationship and contact really is. So how do we find common ground while still respecting and learning from differences? This makes us question not only the world around us, but also ourselves. When we ask, what in this viewpoint could help me understand more or improve my relationships? We start to look into things and build soul-connecting bridges. One important lesson from Stoicism is that differences in opinions and preferences are not only problems, but also gifts that are worth valuing. When we accept and value these differences, we find freedom and meaning in our lives and learn how to live peacefully with others. You can inspire other people by telling a story about how Lesson 6 changed you. Leave your thoughts and opinions. Have you ever thought about whether not being good with people is a bad thing or a sign of a free spirit? Let's explore the uncharted areas of Stoic philosophy where our flaws can become endless sources of inspiration that lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and a confirmation of the true value of independence. Having a variety of hobbies is important for living a healthy and happy life. Hobbies give people a way to express their talent, unwind, and grow as people. They give you a break from your daily routines and can help you feel less stressed, improve your mental health, and even make friends. Having a lot of different hobbies can make your life better in many ways, like drawing, gardening, playing an instrument, or hiking. Benefits for mental health. Hobbies can make a big difference in your mental health by lowering your worry and anxiety. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is linked to happiness and reward. Doing things you enjoy can make it come out. This can help fight sadness and make you feel better all around. Getting better skills. You can learn a lot of different skills through different hobbies. For instance, learning to play an instrument can help your hand-eye balance and brain power, and cooking can help you be more creative and accurate. Having a variety of hobbies can help you learn new skills that can be useful in many areas of your life. Having social links. Hobbies often give people chances to meet new people and make connections that last. Joining clubs, groups, or classes that are linked to what you're interested in can help you meet people who share your interests. In turn, this can help you make friends and feel like you fit. Balance between work and life. If you want to get a better work-life balance, having hobbies can help. Having fun outside of work can keep you from getting burned out and improve your general health. It gives you a good way to relax and recharge, which will help you be more focused and productive when you get back to work. Growth and happiness for each person. Having many hobbies helps you keep learning new things about yourself and growing as a person. It can help you find hidden skills, discover new hobbies, and feel like you've accomplished something. Hobbies give people a feeling of purpose and fulfillment, which makes their lives more satisfying and full. It's not just a way to pass the time to have a lot of different hobbies. It's also good for your mental health, skill set, social life, work-life balance, and personal growth. Your life will be more balanced, happy, and full if you try new things and develop new hobbies. Number 7. Not being good with people. Friendships don't just happen. They take work and the right attitude. In our busy lives, we often forget that not having good social skills can make it hard to make real friends. But according to Stoic philosophy, we should see all problems, even ones like not having good social skills, as chances to get better and be more resilient. What counts is not what happens to you, but how you handle it. Epicurean words tell us that we can change how we think and react to problems. How can we use this knowledge to get along better with others? If someone is afraid of making new friends because they don't want to be rejected or not accepted from a Stoic point of view, this is not a bad thing, but a chance to ask themselves, what factors really lie within my control? How can I grow from this experience instead of seeking acceptance from others? This person can work on building empathy, sincerity, and good listening skills, all of which are important for any long-term relationship. In his Meditations, ruler and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said that our lives are made up of the thoughts we have about them. This sentence makes us want to set small goals, like going to social events without worrying about what other people will think, which boosts our self-esteem and mental health. Independence people who don't have good social skills shouldn't see it as an insurmountable setback, but as a chance to grow and improve themselves in deep ways. We are told to take responsibility for our thoughts and actions. When you see problems as opportunities for personal growth, don't start with small steps. Instead, focus on building sincerity, listening skills, and empathy, as these are the building blocks for meaningful relationships. Number 8. Changing goals or getting bigger as we move through life. Each step is not only a journey through space, but also a deep journey into our souls. Have you ever thought about how our friends will change as our dreams and priorities shift, revealing new paths we never thought we would take? We start to realize that the number of friends we have also changes. This is not a sign of loneliness or lack, but rather a sign of profound personal growth, a concept that Stoic philosophy has taught us to accept and embrace. Stoic philosophy reminds us that not everyone is meant to be in every relationship. As we grow and our priorities change, some relationships become less suitable. This is not only normal but necessary for progress. As Epictetus once said, nothing important happens overnight. Even grapes and figs need time to ripen. This shows how important it is to check our relationships to see if they still match our current values and goals. Think about an example. Anna, an artist, decides to leave the busy city life and move to a quiet rural area where she can focus on her art. As she does this, she notices that some old friends who were always there for her at parties and other social events start to fade into the background of her life. Instead, she connects with other artists in the area who share her interests and goals. This is not a loss, but a transformation that is an important step in finding out what's important to her. Are you ready to accept and welcome the changes in your relationships as you continue to grow as a person? Are you also looking for relationships that better reflect the person you are becoming and the dreams you have for your life? This is a normal part of the process of personal growth and a sign that you are on the right track on the journey of self-discovery and meaning. As Stoics say, every change and choice is a chance to grow stronger, more profound, and eventually the best version of ourselves. While we're living, our goals change as we learn and grow. This sometimes means setting bigger and tougher goals for ourselves. This lesson will talk about why people change their goals, the advantages of setting better goals, and how to handle these changes using Stoic ideas. Being aware of the need for change. Self-reflection. Look at your present goals and see if they still fit with your values and goals. When things don't move, find out the signs that it's time to rethink your goals, like not being motivated or satisfied with your progress. Embracing change and bigger goals, setting higher standards to push yourself and do more. Learn how important it is to set big goals. How challenges play a part. Find out how taking on bigger problems can help you grow as a person and make you stronger. Making plans for new goals. Breaking down big goals. To keep from feeling stressed, learn how to break down bigger goals into steps that you can handle. Planners should be open in how they make plans so that they can be changed as they go. Stoic ideas for setting goals. Focus on what you can control. Instead of worrying about what will happen, focus on what you can control. Your actions and reactions. Accept and welcome pain as a part of the growing process. Keeping your health and balance. How to keep a good balance between ambition and well-being to avoid burnout. Motivation that lasts. Ways to keep yourself inspired and dedicated to your long-term goals. Changing your goals and setting better ones can help you grow as a person and be happy. You can get through these changes well and hit new heights in your personal and professional life if you follow Stoic principles and plan ahead. Number 9. Lifestyle choices. The fast pace of modern life often makes us lonely, and friendships don't involve meaningful face-to-face interactions as much as they do faded images on our screens. In this situation, choosing a lifestyle like living a simple life or avoiding technology is not only a natural thing to do, but it also shows what your values and priorities are when it comes to making real connections with other people. If someone decides to spend less time on technology and more time enjoying simple things, they may find that the number of online friends they have is not as important as the quality of their real-life relationships. However, one of the great Stoic philosophers said, "It's not because things are hard that we don't dare. It's because we don't dare that they are hard. May bring us many problems, but those problems are chances to get better and figure out what really matters in our lives in this noisy and stressful world. What makes you happy and satisfied? Does your social media fame really show how valuable and good your relationships are? Remember that happiness doesn't come from being liked or accepted by everyone. It comes from having self-control, mental freedom, and a deep understanding of yourself. Living a simple life can help you find inner peace and real wealth. If you decide to live a simple life, are you ready to face the challenges that this choice will bring? More importantly, have you found meaning and satisfaction in all of your choices? Please share your thoughts and answers in the comments below. We're always ready to listen. Number 10. Self-sufficiency and freedom. Self-sufficiency and freedom are closely linked in Stoic thought. Self-sufficiency means being able to be happy and satisfied with your own inner resources instead of depending on outside events. According to the Stoics, freedom means not being controlled by outside forces or your emotions, which can cause a lot of trouble. All of these ideas give people the power to live independent, strong, and peaceful lives, using your inner resources to deal with outside situations. Understanding. Being truly self-sufficient means depending on your own thoughts, decisions, and actions instead of things or situations outside of yourself. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in the way you think, said Marcus Aurelius. Use, mindfulness and self-reflection can help you find inner peace and happiness no matter what is going on around you. control and giving up, meaning pay attention to what you can change and accept what you can't. This idea is very important for gaining freedom and self-sufficiency. Epictetus said, "Do the best you can with what you have, and let the rest happen as it will." Usage in real life. Make a list of the things you can and cannot control, and focus your attention on the things you can. Separation from outside goods, meaning things like money and things that come from the outside are not real sources of happiness. Getting away from these things gives you more freedom and independence. Seneca's tips: "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." In real life, this means making your life simpler and focusing on building virtues and inner qualities instead of getting more stuff. Hard work and morality. It is possible to be more independent and free by developing self-discipline and qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. "Do not waste any more time arguing about what a good man should be," said Marcus Aurelius. Be one. Practical application. Do things every day that will help you be more self-disciplined and dedicated to living a good life. Freedom from strong emotional ties, meaning strong feelings and passions can hold us back from being truly free. If you can master these, you can live a more free and sensible life. Freedom is the only worthwhile goal in life, said the Stoics. We win by ignoring things that are out of our control. To achieve a calm and healthy state of mind, practice controlling your emotions and letting go of the results. Self-sufficiency and freedom are important parts of a Stoic lifestyle. You can reach a state of true autonomy and peace by developing your inner resources focused on what you can control, separating yourself from material things, being self-disciplined, and letting go of strong emotional attachments. The timeless advice of the Stoics, especially that of Marcus Aurelius, can help you on your way to a happier and more free life. Seneca, a famous Stoic soul, once said that self-sufficiency is the best kind of wealth. This makes us think, are we putting too much value on the approval and admiration of those around us? Could their gaze and every compliment and nod be the lifebuoy we all seek in the eyes of those who choose the path of independence? Self-worth isn't based on how many friends you have or how well known you are. It's based on how strong and steady your soul is. They teach us that trusting our inner strength to get through life is the most meaningful and satisfying thing to do. By encouraging self-reliance and self-sufficiency, we not only learn how to face life alone, but also understand the value of being alone. Vow of freedom independence not only frees us from other people's thoughts and actions, but it also lets us discover ourselves and the world around us in our own unique way. Some people choose this path because they believe that in solitude they can hear the voice of reason and their hearts more clearly. When they are not pulled by the storms of social relationships, they find themselves and the true values of life. Self-care and independence are not just about taking care of oneself, they are also about finding one's true path in life. It's important to remember that self-reliance and independence do not mean cutting ties with the world. Instead, it means choosing relationships based on quality, not quantity. It means opening up to people who truly understand and share our values. Are you also on the path to seeking self-reliance? According to the Stoic philosophy, not having friends is not always a sign of loneliness or failure. We learn that every experience, even being away from someone, gives us a chance to grow and improve ourselves. As we continue to explore the depths of self-sufficiency and freedom within Stoic philosophy, it becomes evident that these principles profoundly impact how we navigate life's complexities. The essence of Stoic wisdom lies in understanding that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from external circumstances or material possessions. This understanding encourages a life of introspection, resilience, and unwavering commitment to personal growth. The path to self-sufficiency begins with cultivating an inner world rich in virtues. The Stoics emphasized virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation as the pillars of a meaningful life. By embodying these virtues, we build a resilient character capable of withstanding life's challenges. Wisdom allows us to discern what is truly valuable. Courage empowers us to face adversity with strength. Justice guides us to treat others fairly, and moderation helps us maintain balance in all aspects of life. In practical terms, self-sufficiency involves developing habits that nurture our inner resources. Mindfulness and self-reflection are key practices in this journey. By regularly examining our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we gain insights into our true selves and identify areas for growth. This ongoing self-assessment enables us to align our lives more closely with our values and aspirations. Meditation and journaling are effective tools for fostering mindfulness and reflection, allowing us to connect deeply with our inner selves. Furthermore, Stoic philosophy teaches us to distinguish between what we can and cannot control. This distinction is crucial for maintaining inner peace and avoiding unnecessary stress. Epictetus famously stated, "It is not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of their significance." By focusing our efforts on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we free ourselves from the tyranny of external circumstances. This shift in perspective empowers us to face life's uncertainties with equanimity and grace. In the realm of relationships, self-sufficiency does not imply isolation or detachment, but rather the pursuit of meaningful and authentic connections. As we grow and evolve, our relationships must also reflect our changing values and goals. It is natural for some relationships to fade while others blossom, depending on how well they align with our current priorities. This process of reevaluation is not a sign of failure, but a testament to our ongoing journey of self-discovery. Anna's story, for instance, illustrates this beautifully. Her decision to move to a rural area and focus on her art led her to form new connections with like-minded individuals, while allowing old friendships that no longer served her to naturally diminish. This transformation highlights the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who support and inspire us, fostering an environment conducive to personal growth. In our pursuit of self-sufficiency, we must also embrace the challenges and setbacks that come our way. The Stoics viewed adversity as an opportunity for growth, a chance to strengthen our character and resilience. As Seneca noted, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. By reframing obstacles as valuable learning experiences, we cultivate a mindset that embraces change and adversity with courage and determination. Moreover, self-sufficiency is deeply intertwined with the concept of freedom. True freedom, according to the Stoics, is not merely the absence of external constraints, but the mastery of one's inner world. This form of freedom is achieved by liberating ourselves from the sway of passions and external influences. It involves cultivating a sense of inner calm and clarity that allows us to navigate life with wisdom and autonomy. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasized the importance of inner freedom by stating, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This profound insight reminds us that our happiness and contentment are not dependent on external conditions, but on our ability to cultivate a harmonious inner life. Practically, achieving inner freedom requires us to let go of attachments to material possessions and societal approval. The Stoics believed that excessive desire for wealth and status leads to enslavement, as it makes us dependent on external validation. By simplifying our lives and focusing on what truly matters, our virtues and inner qualities, we achieve a sense of freedom and independence that is unshakable. In our modern context, this might involve reevaluating our relationship with technology and social media. The digital age often bombards us with superficial connections and distractions that can detract from our inner peace. By consciously choosing to limit our screen time and prioritize face-to-face interactions, we create space for deeper, more meaningful relationships. This intentional lifestyle choice reflects our commitment to living in alignment with our values and cultivating genuine connections. As we strive for self-sufficiency and inner freedom, we must also recognize the importance of balance. Ambition and the pursuit of higher goals are essential for personal growth, but they must be tempered with self-care and mindfulness to prevent burnout. The Stoics taught us to embrace the journey of self-improvement with patience and perseverance, understanding that true progress is gradual and requires consistent effort. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of clarity and purpose, knowing that your happiness and contentment are not dependent on external circumstances or the approval of others. This is the essence of self-sufficiency as understood by the Stoics, an inner state of resilience and tranquility that remains steadfast amidst life's challenges. In today's fast-paced and interconnected world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the demands of work, relationships, and societal expectations. The Stoic teachings offer a refreshing perspective by emphasizing the power of internal mastery. Instead of seeking validation from external sources, whether it's social media likes or material possessions, Stoicism encourages us to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation within ourselves. Take, for instance, the virtue of courage. In Stoic philosophy, courage is not just about facing physical danger, but also about confronting our fears and insecurities with conviction and determination. This inner strength allows us to pursue our goals and dreams despite uncertainty or setbacks, fostering a sense of empowerment and self-confidence. Similarly, the virtue of wisdom guides us to discern what is truly valuable and meaningful in our lives. In a world filled with distractions and fleeting pleasures, practicing wisdom means making deliberate choices that align with our long-term goals and values. It involves stepping back from immediate gratification and considering the broader consequences of our actions, ensuring that we live with integrity and purpose. Justice, another fundamental Stoic virtue, urges us to treat others with fairness and compassion. This principle is particularly relevant in our interconnected global community, where empathy and understanding are essential for building harmonious relationships and promoting social justice. By practicing justice in our daily interactions and advocating for equality and human rights, we contribute to a more compassionate and inclusive society. Moderation, the fourth Stoic virtue, encourages us to maintain balance in all aspects of life. In a culture that often glorifies excess and consumption, practicing moderation means exercising restraint and discipline. It involves listening to our bodies and minds, knowing when to say no to excessive workloads, unhealthy habits, or unnecessary distractions. By prioritizing our well-being and cultivating a balanced lifestyle, we ensure sustainable happiness and long-term fulfillment. An important aspect of self-sufficiency is the ability to differentiate between what we can control and what is beyond our influence. This Stoic principle helps us navigate the uncertainties of life with equanimity and resilience. Instead of becoming overwhelmed by external events or other people's actions, we focus our energy on managing our responses and making constructive choices. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound insight reminds us that our attitude and mindset play a crucial role in shaping our experiences. By cultivating a mindset of resilience and acceptance, we cultivate inner peace and emotional stability even in the face of adversity. Practicing mindfulness and self-reflection are integral to developing self-sufficiency. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. It allows us to gain clarity about our inner desires, fears, and motivations, empowering us to make conscious decisions that align with our values. Self-reflection, on the other hand, involves introspection and self-examination. By regularly reflecting on our actions, goals, and relationships, we gain insights into our strengths and weaknesses. This process of self-discovery enables us to identify areas for growth and improvement, fostering personal development and self-awareness. In the pursuit of self-sufficiency, it's essential to embrace challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth. The Stoics viewed adversity as a catalyst for developing resilience and character. Instead of avoiding difficulties or seeking comfort in familiarity, we can approach challenges with courage and perseverance, knowing that each obstacle is a chance to strengthen our resolve and deepen our understanding of ourselves. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher and statesman, wrote extensively about the importance of resilience in facing life's challenges. He famously said, "Fire tests gold, suffering tests brave men." This metaphor underscores the idea that adversity can refine our character and reveal our true inner strength. By embracing adversity as a natural part of life's journey, we cultivate resilience and fortitude that serve us well in achieving our goals and aspirations. Moreover, self-sufficiency encourages us to cultivate meaningful and authentic relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. As we grow and evolve, our priorities and values may change, leading us to reassess our social circles and connections. This process is not about discarding relationships, but about nurturing those that align with our current aspirations and supporting our personal growth. Anna's story serves as a poignant example of this transformative process. By choosing to prioritize her passion for art and move to a rural setting, she naturally gravitated towards like-minded individuals who shared her creative aspirations. This shift allowed her to forge new friendships and collaborations while maintaining a sense of authenticity and purpose in her life. In today's digital age, where social media often dictates our social interactions and self-worth, practicing self-sufficiency involves setting boundaries and prioritizing face-to-face connections. While online platforms can provide a sense of connectivity, they can also contribute to feelings of superficiality and comparison. By consciously limiting screen time and investing in meaningful interactions, we create space for deeper connections and genuine relationships. Furthermore, self-sufficiency encourages us to pursue personal interests and hobbies that bring us joy and fulfillment. Whether it's pursuing creative endeavors, exploring new skills, or engaging in physical activities, these pursuits nourish our spirit and contribute to our overall well-being. By investing in self-care and personal growth, we enhance our capacity for resilience and self-reliance, ensuring that we can navigate life's challenges with grace and optimism. Stoic philosophy also emphasizes the importance of embracing simplicity and minimalism in our lifestyles. By reducing our dependence on material possessions and external validation, we free ourselves from the pursuit of fleeting pleasures and superficial desires. Instead, we focus on cultivating inner qualities and virtues that contribute to long-lasting happiness and fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius, known as the philosopher emperor, famously wrote in his meditations about the virtues of simplicity and self-reliance. He encouraged individuals to find contentment within themselves and to avoid being swayed by external circumstances or the opinions of others. This timeless wisdom reminds us that true happiness lies in cultivating inner peace and embracing the simplicity of our own being. In conclusion, the principles of self-sufficiency and inner freedom from Stoic philosophy offer profound insights and guidance for navigating the complexities of modern life. By cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation, we build a resilient character and a meaningful inner life. Through mindfulness, self-reflection, and embracing challenges, we deepen our understanding of ourselves and strengthen our capacity for resilience. As we prioritize meaningful relationships and pursue personal interests that align with our values, we nurture a sense of authenticity and purpose in our lives. By embracing simplicity and minimalism, we free ourselves from the pursuit of external validation and cultivate inner peace. Ultimately, self-sufficiency empowers us to live authentically, guided by our inner wisdom and values, and to find true happiness and contentment in the simplicity of our own being. In our hyper-connected world, the Stoic ideals of self-sufficiency and inner freedom are more relevant than ever. The constant barrage of information, social media notifications, and digital distractions can easily overwhelm us, pulling our attention away from what truly matters. By applying Stoic principles, we can navigate this digital landscape with greater mindfulness and purpose. One practical approach is to implement a digital detox routine. This might involve setting aside specific times each day to disconnect from devices and engage in reflection, meditation, or simply being present in the moment. During these periods, focus on cultivating your inner world, examine your thoughts, reflect on your values, and consider your long-term goals. This practice aligns with Marcus Aurelius' advice to look within. Within is the fountain of good. Additionally, we can apply the Stoic concept of voluntary discomfort to our digital habits. Seneca advocated for periodically embracing discomfort to strengthen our resilience. In the context of our digital lives, this could mean intentionally limiting our access to social media or entertainment platforms for set periods. By doing so, we train ourselves to find contentment and engagement in the present moment, rather than constantly seeking stimulation from external sources. Education plays a crucial role in developing self-sufficiency and inner freedom. The Stoics placed great emphasis on continuous learning and self-improvement. Epictetus, who began his life as a slave and later became a respected philosopher, particularly emphasized the liberating power of education. In our modern context, embracing a lifelong learning mindset is key to personal growth and self-sufficiency. This doesn't necessarily mean formal education, but rather a commitment to expanding our knowledge and skills throughout our lives. We can cultivate this habit by 1. Reading widely across various disciplines. 2. Engaging in thoughtful discussions with others. 3. Pursuing new skills or hobbies. 4. Reflecting on our experiences and learning from them. By continuously educating ourselves, we enhance our ability to think critically, make informed decisions, and adapt to changing circumstances, all crucial aspects of self-sufficiency. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, use, and manage our emotions effectively, is a key component of self-sufficiency and inner freedom. The Stoics, particularly Seneca, wrote extensively about managing emotions and developing self-control. One Stoic technique for cultivating emotional intelligence is the practice of negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum. This involves imagining potential negative outcomes or challenges we might face. Far from being pessimistic, this practice helps us prepare mentally for difficulties, reducing anxiety and increasing our resilience when faced with actual challenges. Another valuable practice is keeping an emotions journal. At the end of each day, reflect on the emotions you experienced, what triggered them, and how you responded. This self-reflection helps you identify patterns in your emotional responses and provides insights into areas where you can improve your emotional regulation. By developing our emotional intelligence through these Stoic practices, we become less reactive to external events and more capable of maintaining our inner equilibrium regardless of circumstances. Many principles of Stoic philosophy align closely with modern psychological approaches, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT. Both emphasize the role of our thoughts in shaping our emotions and behaviors. By recognizing this connection, we can leverage both ancient wisdom and contemporary scientific insights to enhance our self-sufficiency and well-being. For instance, the Stoic practice of challenging our perceptions aligns with the CBT technique of cognitive restructuring. When faced with a challenging situation, we can ask ourselves, 1. Is my interpretation of this event accurate? 2. Am I making assumptions without evidence? 3. What alternative perspectives might there be? By regularly practicing this kind of cognitive flexibility, we become more resilient in the face of adversity and less dependent on external circumstances for our happiness. Stoicism in leadership and professional development. The principles of Stoicism can be powerful tools for personal and professional development, particularly in leadership roles. Leaders who embody Stoic virtues such as wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control are better equipped to navigate complex challenges and inspire their teams. For example, the Stoic emphasis on focusing on what we can control is particularly relevant in the business world. A leader practicing this principle would concentrate on guiding their team's efforts and responses to challenges, rather than becoming frustrated by uncontrollable market forces or competitors' actions. Moreover, the Stoic virtue of justice encourages leaders to treat all team members fairly and to make decisions based on principles rather than personal gain. This ethical approach builds trust and fosters a positive organizational culture. By incorporating Stoic practices into their daily routines, such as morning reflection or journaling, leaders can cultivate self-awareness, emotional regulation, and resilience, all crucial qualities for effective leadership. Stoicism and environmental stewardship. While the ancient Stoics didn't face the global environmental challenges we do today, their philosophy of living in harmony with nature and practicing moderation aligns well with modern environmental stewardship. The Stoic principle of cosmopolitanism, the idea that we are all citizens of the world, can be extended to include our responsibility to the planet. By viewing ourselves as part of a larger ecosystem, we're more likely to make choices that consider the long-term impact on our environment. Moreover, the Stoic emphasis on simplicity and avoiding excess naturally leads to a more sustainable lifestyle. By focusing on what truly brings us fulfillment rather than constantly pursuing material possessions, we can reduce our environmental footprint while increasing our sense of contentment. Practical steps might include: 1. Mindful consumption. Before making a purchase, reflect on whether it aligns with your values and truly contributes to your well-being. 2. Gratitude practice. Regularly express gratitude for the natural world, fostering a sense of connection and responsibility. 3. Sustainable choices. Make decisions about transportation, diet, and energy use with consideration for their environmental impact. By applying Stoic principles to our relationship with the environment, we can cultivate a more sustainable and fulfilling way of life. The application of Stoic principles to environmental stewardship extends beyond individual actions to inform our collective approach to global challenges. By embracing the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of life that sustains us. This perspective encourages us to consider the long-term consequences of our actions, not just for ourselves, but for future generations and the planet as a whole. In practice, this might manifest as a shift towards more sustainable urban planning and architecture. Cities designed with Stoic principles in mind would prioritize green spaces, promote community engagement, and facilitate a harmonious relationship between human habitation and the natural environment. Such urban landscapes would not only be more environmentally friendly, but would also contribute to the well-being and mental health of their inhabitants, aligning with the Stoic emphasis on living a virtuous and fulfilling life. The Stoic approach to environmental stewardship also intersects with the concept of minimalism, which has gained popularity in recent years. By focusing on what is truly essential and finding contentment in simplicity, we naturally reduce our consumption and waste. This doesn't mean living an austere life devoid of pleasure, but rather finding joy in experiences, relationships, and personal growth rather than material possessions. Such an approach not only benefits the environment, but also frees us from the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction that often accompanies consumerism. Moving from environmental concerns to personal development, the Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights for navigating the complexities of modern relationships. In an age where social media often creates unrealistic expectations and superficial connections, Stoic principles can guide us towards more authentic and meaningful interactions. The Stoic emphasis on virtue and character over external circumstances encourages us to value people for their intrinsic qualities rather than their social status or material success. This perspective can lead to deeper, more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and shared values. Moreover, by practicing Stoic equanimity, the ability to maintain emotional balance in the face of both good and bad fortune, we can become more reliable and supportive partners, friends, and community members. In the realm of romantic relationships, Stoicism offers a refreshing counterpoint to the often idealized and unrealistic portrayals of love in popular culture. Instead of seeking a perfect partner or expecting another person to complete us, Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on our own personal growth and to approach relationships with realistic expectations. This doesn't mean becoming cold or detached, but rather cultivating a love that is grounded in reason and mutual support. The Stoic concept of amor fati, love of fate, or embracing whatever happens, can be particularly powerful in relationships. By accepting our partners as they are, rather than trying to change them to fit our ideals, we create space for genuine connection and growth. This acceptance doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior, but rather approaching differences and challenges with wisdom and equanimity. In the professional sphere, Stoic principles can guide us in navigating the often stressful and competitive world of work. The Stoic emphasis on focusing on what we can control is particularly relevant in today's fast-paced and unpredictable business environment. By concentrating our efforts on our own actions, decisions, and responses, rather than worrying about factors beyond our influence, we can maintain productivity and peace of mind, even in challenging circumstances. Furthermore, the Stoic virtue of justice can inform our approach to workplace ethics and decision-making. In a business world often driven by short-term profits and personal gain, embracing Stoic principles can lead to more ethical and sustainable business practices. Leaders who prioritize integrity and fairness over personal advantage not only build more resilient organizations, but also contribute to a more just and equitable society. The Stoic practice of self-reflection and continuous improvement aligns well with modern approaches to professional development. By regularly examining our actions, motivations, and areas for growth, we can steadily enhance our skills and effectiveness in our chosen field. This commitment to ongoing learning and self-improvement can lead to greater job satisfaction and career success, while also contributing to our overall sense of purpose and fulfillment. As we navigate the challenges of the 21st century, from technological disruption to global pandemics, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers a timeless framework for resilience and adaptability. By cultivating inner strength and focusing on what truly matters, we can maintain our equilibrium in the face of uncertainty and change. The Stoic emphasis on reason and virtue provides a stable foundation from which to engage with the world, allowing us to contribute positively to society while maintaining our inner peace. The principles of Stoicism, when applied thoughtfully to modern life, offer a powerful antidote to many of the challenges we face. From environmental stewardship to personal relationships, from professional development to navigating global crises, Stoic philosophy provides practical wisdom for living a meaningful and resilient life. By embracing these timeless teachings and adapting them to our contemporary context, we can cultivate greater self-sufficiency, inner freedom, and a deep sense of connection to the world around us. As we delve deeper into the application of Stoic principles in modern life, it's important to consider how these ancient teachings can help us navigate the complex world of digital communication and social media. In an era where our online presence often feels like an extension of our identity, Stoicism offers valuable guidance on maintaining authenticity and inner peace. The Stoic concept of focusing on what we can control is particularly relevant when it comes to social media interactions. We can't control how others perceive us online or the number of likes and comments we receive. However, we can control the content we create, the time we spend on these platforms, and our reactions to online interactions. By shifting our focus to these aspects, we can cultivate a healthier relationship with social media that aligns with our values and contributes positively to our well-being. Moreover, the Stoic practice of negative visualization can be applied to our digital lives. By imagining scenarios such as losing access to our social media accounts or facing online criticism, we can prepare ourselves mentally for these possibilities. This practice not only reduces anxiety about potential negative outcomes, but also helps us appreciate our current digital connections and use them more mindfully. In the realm of physical health and well-being, Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights that complement modern scientific understanding. The Stoic emphasis on self-discipline and moderation aligns well with current health recommendations. By viewing our body as a vessel for our mind and spirit, we're encouraged to care for it through proper nutrition, regular exercise, and adequate rest. The Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort can be particularly beneficial for physical health. By occasionally challenging ourselves with difficult workouts, fasting, or other forms of controlled discomfort, we build resilience and appreciation for our body's capabilities. This practice not only improves physical health, but also strengthens our mental fortitude, preparing us to face life's inevitable challenges with greater equanimity. In the context of mental health, Stoicism offers powerful tools for managing stress, anxiety, and depression. The Stoic technique of cognitive distancing, observing our thoughts and emotions without immediately identifying with them, closely resembles mindfulness practices that have gained popularity in recent years. By cultivating this ability to step back and observe our mental states, we can gain greater control over our emotional responses and reduce unnecessary suffering. Furthermore, the Stoic emphasis on virtue and living according to one's values can provide a sense of purpose and direction that is crucial for mental well-being. By focusing on developing our character and contributing positively to society, we can find meaning and fulfillment even in challenging circumstances. This sense of purpose acts as a buffer against existential anxiety and helps us maintain perspective in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. As we consider the application of Stoic principles to various aspects of modern life, it's worth exploring how these teachings can inform our approach to education and lifelong learning. In a rapidly changing world where technological advancements constantly reshape the job market, the ability to adapt and learn continuously is crucial. The Stoic commitment to ongoing self-improvement aligns perfectly with this need for lifelong learning. Epictetus, who began his life as a slave and went on to become a renowned philosopher, emphasized the liberating power of education. He taught that true freedom comes from cultivating our mind and character, regardless of our external circumstances. This perspective encourages us to view learning not just as a means to career advancement, but as an essential component of personal growth and fulfillment. In practice, embracing a Stoic approach to education might involve setting aside time each day for reading, reflection, and skill development. It could also mean seeking out challenging learning experiences that push us out of our comfort zones, thereby building resilience and adaptability. By viewing every experience, both successes and failures, as opportunities for learning and growth, we can cultivate a mindset of continuous improvement that serves us well in all areas of life. The Stoic emphasis on reason and critical thinking is particularly relevant in today's information-rich environment. With the proliferation of misinformation and conflicting viewpoints online, the ability to think critically and evaluate information objectively is more important than ever. By practicing Stoic techniques of logical analysis and questioning our assumptions, we can navigate this complex information landscape more effectively and make more informed decisions. This exploration of Stoicism in modern life, it's clear that these ancient teachings offer a wealth of wisdom that is as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. By embracing Stoic principles of self-sufficiency, inner freedom, virtue, and resilience, we can navigate the complexities of the 21st century with greater clarity, purpose, and peace of mind. Whether we're dealing with environmental challenges, navigating relationships, managing our health, or pursuing lifelong learning, Stoicism provides a robust framework for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. As we continue to explore the application of Stoic principles in modern life, it's worth considering how these teachings can guide us in our civic responsibilities and political engagement. In an era of increasing polarization and heated public discourse, Stoicism offers a path towards more thoughtful and constructive civic participation. The Stoic ideal of cosmopolitanism, the belief that we are all citizens of the world, encourages us to look beyond our immediate tribal affiliations and consider the broader impact of our political choices. This perspective can help us approach political issues with a more balanced and nuanced view, considering the needs and perspectives of diverse groups, rather than just our own immediate interests. Moreover, the Stoic emphasis on virtue and character over external outcomes can transform our approach to political engagement. Instead of becoming overly attached to specific political outcomes, we can focus on participating in the democratic process with integrity, wisdom, and a genuine desire to contribute to the common good. This approach allows us to remain engaged and committed to our civic duties without becoming overwhelmed by the often chaotic and unpredictable nature of politics. The Stoic practice of examining our judgments and questioning our assumptions is particularly valuable in the political realm. By habitually scrutinizing our own beliefs and seeking out diverse perspectives, we can develop a more nuanced understanding of complex issues and resist the allure of simplistic ideologies or populist rhetoric. This critical thinking approach not only makes us more informed citizens, but also contributes to a more thoughtful and constructive public discourse. In the realm of personal finance and economic decision-making, Stoic principles offer valuable guidance for navigating the complexities of modern capitalism. The Stoic emphasis on distinguishing between what we can and cannot control is particularly relevant when it comes to financial planning and investment. We cannot control market fluctuations or global economic trends, but we can control our spending habits, savings rate, and investment strategies. Furthermore, the Stoic virtue of temperance or moderation can guide us towards a healthier relationship with money and material possessions. By focusing on what is truly necessary for a good life, rather than constantly pursuing more wealth or status symbols, we can achieve greater financial stability and peace of mind. This doesn't mean eschewing all material comforts, but rather finding a balance that allows us to meet our needs and pursue our goals without becoming enslaved to the pursuit of wealth. The Stoic practice of negative visualization can also be applied to financial planning. By periodically imagining scenarios such as job loss, economic downturns, or unexpected expenses, we can better prepare ourselves both practically and emotionally for financial challenges. This practice not only helps us develop more robust financial plans, but also reduces anxiety about potential future hardships. As we navigate the challenges of the 21st century, the Stoic emphasis on living in harmony with nature takes on new significance in light of the global climate crisis. The Stoic view of nature as a rational, interconnected system aligns well with modern ecological understanding. By cultivating a deeper awareness of our place within the natural world, we can develop a more sustainable and respectful relationship with our environment. In practice, this might involve making more mindful choices about our consumption habits, energy use, and overall lifestyle. The Stoic virtue of self-discipline can help us resist the allure of unsustainable conveniences and make choices that align with our values and long-term well-being of the planet. Moreover, by viewing environmental stewardship as an essential aspect of living a virtuous life, we can find greater motivation and meaning in our efforts to address climate change and other ecological challenges. As we conclude this exploration of Stoicism in modern life, it's clear that these ancient teachings offer a comprehensive framework for navigating the complexities of our time. From personal development and relationships to civic engagement and environmental stewardship, Stoic principles provide valuable guidance for living a meaningful, ethical, and resilient life. By embracing Stoic practices such as self-reflection, negative visualization, and focusing on what we can control, we can develop greater emotional resilience and inner peace. By cultivating Stoic virtues such as wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation, we can contribute positively to our communities and the world at large. And by adopting a Stoic perspective on success and happiness, one that prioritizes inner character over external circumstances, we can find contentment and purpose regardless of the challenges we face. In an age of rapid technological change, social upheaval, and global challenges, the timeless wisdom of Stoicism offers a stable foundation from which to engage with the world. It reminds us that true fulfillment comes not from controlling external events or accumulating possessions, but from developing our character, nurturing meaningful relationships, and contributing to the greater good. As we face the uncertainties of the future, Stoic philosophy provides us with the tools to not just survive, but to thrive, growing in wisdom and virtue with each challenge we encounter. In our digital age, Stoic teachings provide a valuable counterbalance to the constant distractions and information overload we face. The Stoic emphasis on self-control and focusing on what truly matters can guide us in managing our relationship with technology. Implementing regular digital detoxes or setting boundaries on social media use aligns with the Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort, helping us build resilience and reduce dependency on external validation. Moreover, Stoicism offers tools for maintaining emotional equilibrium in the face of online interactions. By applying the principle of focusing only on what we can control, we can engage with social media more mindfully, concentrating on the quality of our contributions rather than obsessing over likes or followers. This approach can lead to a healthier, more balanced digital life. In the realm of personal relationships, Stoic philosophy encourages us to value people for their intrinsic qualities rather than external factors like status or appearance. This perspective can lead to deeper, more authentic connections. The Stoic practice of accepting things as they are amor fati can be particularly powerful in relationships, helping us appreciate our partners or friends for who they are rather than trying to change them to fit our ideals. Stoicism also offers valuable guidance for professional development and workplace ethics. The emphasis on focusing on what we can control is particularly relevant in today's unpredictable business environment. By concentrating on our own actions, decisions, and responses, rather than worrying about factors beyond our influence, we can maintain productivity and peace of mind, even in challenging circumstances. The Stoic virtue of justice can inform ethical decision-making in business, encouraging leaders to prioritize integrity and fairness over short-term gains. This approach not only builds more resilient organizations, but contributes to a more equitable society. Furthermore, the Stoic commitment to continuous self-improvement aligns well with modern approaches to professional development, encouraging ongoing learning and skill enhancement. In the face of global challenges like climate change, Stoic philosophy offers a framework for responsible action and emotional resilience. The Stoic view of nature as an interconnected system aligns with modern ecological understanding, encouraging us to see ourselves as part of a larger whole. This perspective can motivate more sustainable lifestyle choices and a deeper commitment to environmental stewardship. The Stoic practice of negative visualization, imagining worst-case scenarios, can be applied to environmental challenges, helping us prepare mentally and practically for potential difficulties while appreciating our current circumstances. This approach can reduce eco-anxiety while encouraging proactive measures. In the realm of mental health and well-being, Stoic practices offer powerful tools for managing stress, anxiety, and depression. The Stoic technique of cognitive distancing, observing our thoughts and emotions without immediately identifying with them, closely resembles mindfulness practices that have gained popularity in recent years. By cultivating this ability to step back and observe our mental states, we can gain greater control over our emotional responses and reduce unnecessary suffering. Moreover, the Stoic emphasis on virtue and living according to one's values can provide a sense of purpose and direction crucial for mental well-being. By focusing on developing our character and contributing positively to society, we can find meaning and fulfillment even in challenging circumstances. Stoicism also offers valuable insights for physical health and wellness. The philosophy's emphasis on self-discipline and moderation aligns well with modern health recommendations. Viewing our body as a vessel for our mind and spirit encourages us to care for it through proper nutrition, regular exercise, and adequate rest. The Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort can be particularly beneficial, challenging us to push our physical limits and build resilience. In the realm of education and lifelong learning, Stoicism promotes a mindset of continuous improvement and adaptability. In a world where technological advancements constantly reshape the job market, the Stoic commitment to ongoing self-education is particularly relevant. By viewing every experience as an opportunity for learning and growth, we can cultivate a mindset that serves us well in all areas of life. The Stoic emphasis on reason and critical thinking is crucial in navigating today's information-rich environment. With the proliferation of misinformation online, the ability to think critically and evaluate information objectively is more important than ever. Practicing Stoic techniques of logical analysis and questioning our assumptions can help us make more informed decisions and contribute to a more thoughtful public discourse. In terms of civic engagement and political participation, Stoicism encourages a balanced and nuanced approach. The Stoic ideal of cosmopolitanism, seeing ourselves as citizens of the world, can help us look beyond immediate tribal affiliations and consider the broader impact of our political choices. By focusing on participating in the democratic process with integrity and wisdom, rather than becoming overly attached to specific outcomes, we can remain engaged without becoming overwhelmed by political turbulence. Finally, in personal finance and economic decision-making, Stoic principles offer guidance for navigating the complexities of modern capitalism. The emphasis on distinguishing between what we can and cannot control is particularly relevant to financial planning and investment. By focusing on factors within our control, such as spending habits and savings rate, and practicing moderation in our material desires, we can achieve greater financial stability and peace of mind. In conclusion, Stoicism provides a comprehensive framework for living a meaningful, ethical, and resilient life in the modern world. Its emphasis on inner virtue, emotional equilibrium, and focus on what we can control offers a stable foundation for navigating the challenges of the 21st century. From managing our digital lives and personal relationships to addressing global issues and pursuing lifelong learning, Stoic principles can guide us towards greater wisdom, contentment, and positive impact. By embracing Stoic practices such as self-reflection, negative visualization, and cognitive distancing, we can develop greater emotional resilience and inner peace. By cultivating Stoic virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation, we can contribute positively to our communities and the world at large. In an age of rapid change and uncertainty, the timeless wisdom of Stoicism reminds us that true fulfillment comes not from controlling external events, but from developing our character, nurturing meaningful relationships, and contributing to the greater good. Building on the foundation of Stoic principles in modern life, we can explore how these ancient teachings intersect with contemporary issues of diversity, inclusion, and social justice. The Stoic concept of cosmopolitanism, viewing all humans as part of a universal community, aligns well with modern efforts to create more inclusive societies. This perspective encourages us to look beyond superficial differences and recognize the inherent dignity and worth of all individuals. In practice, applying Stoic principles to issues of diversity and inclusion might involve actively challenging our own biases and prejudices. The Stoic emphasis on rational thinking and self-examination provides a framework for recognizing and addressing unconscious biases. By regularly questioning our assumptions about others and seeking to understand diverse perspectives, we can contribute to a more equitable and just society. Moreover, the Stoic virtue of justice can guide our actions in addressing systemic inequalities. While we may not be able to single-handedly solve complex social issues, we can focus on making ethical choices in our personal and professional lives that promote fairness and equality. This might involve speaking up against discrimination, supporting inclusive policies in our workplaces, or actively seeking out and amplifying marginalized voices. In the realm of personal development, Stoicism offers valuable insights for cultivating resilience in the face of adversity. This is particularly relevant in an era where many people face economic uncertainty, social isolation, or other challenges. The Stoic practice of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, can be a powerful tool for maintaining mental health and motivation during difficult times. For instance, someone facing job loss or career setbacks could apply Stoic principles by concentrating on developing new skills, networking, and maintaining a positive attitude, rather than dwelling on factors beyond their control. The Stoic emphasis on finding opportunity in adversity can help reframe such challenges as chances for growth and reinvention. In the context of the ongoing digital revolution and the rise of artificial intelligence, Stoic philosophy can provide guidance on maintaining our humanity and ethical standards. As AI and automation reshape industries and daily life, the Stoic focus on cultivating inner virtues becomes increasingly important. These are qualities that cannot be replicated by machines and form the core of our human experience. Furthermore, the Stoic practice of questioning our judgments and assumptions can be valuable in navigating the ethical dilemmas posed by new technologies. By critically examining the implications of AI and other emerging technologies, we can make more informed decisions about their development and use, ensuring they serve human values and well-being. In terms of personal productivity and time management, Stoic principles offer a refreshing counterpoint to the hustle culture often promoted in modern society. Rather than striving for constant busyness or measuring success solely by external achievements, Stoicism encourages us to focus on the quality of our actions and the development of our character. This approach can lead to a more balanced and sustainable way of working. By prioritizing tasks that align with our core values and contribute to our long-term goals, we can avoid burnout and find greater satisfaction in our work. The Stoic practice of regular self-reflection can help us stay aligned with our priorities and make intentional choices about how we spend our time and energy. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, Stoicism reminds us of the importance of community and social connection. While the philosophy emphasizes self-reliance and inner strength, it also recognizes that humans are inherently social beings with a duty to contribute to the common good. In an age where technology often creates a sense of isolation, actively cultivating meaningful relationships and community involvement becomes even more crucial. This might involve volunteering for local organizations, participating in community events, or simply making an effort to connect more deeply with friends and family. By viewing these social connections through a Stoic lens, we can approach them with intention and wisdom, cultivating relationships that enhance our lives and allow us to contribute positively to others. The principles of Stoicism offer a timeless and adaptable framework for navigating the challenges and opportunities of modern life. From addressing issues of diversity and social justice to managing our relationship with technology and finding balance in our personal and professional lives, Stoic teachings provide valuable guidance. By integrating these ancient insights with contemporary knowledge and practices, we can cultivate resilience, wisdom, and a sense of purpose that enriches our lives and contributes to the betterment of society as a whole. Continuing our exploration of Stoicism in modern life, we can examine how these principles apply to the growing focus on mental health and emotional well-being. In recent years, there has been increased awareness of the importance of mental health, and Stoic practices offer valuable tools for maintaining psychological resilience. The Stoic technique of negative visualization, for instance, can be a powerful antidote to anxiety and stress. By regularly imagining worst-case scenarios, we paradoxically reduce our fear of them and increase our appreciation for our current circumstances. This practice aligns with modern cognitive behavioral techniques used to treat anxiety disorders, demonstrating how ancient wisdom can complement contemporary psychological approaches. Moreover, the Stoic emphasis on accepting what is beyond our control can be particularly helpful in managing stress and preventing burnout. In a world that often encourages us to believe we should be able to control everything, the Stoic reminder to focus only on what we can influence can be profoundly liberating. This principle can help us let go of unnecessary worries and redirect our energy towards productive actions. In the realm of personal relationships, Stoicism offers insights that can enhance our connections with others. The Stoic virtue of justice, which encourages fairness and respect for others, can guide us in building more equitable and fulfilling relationships. By treating others with kindness and understanding regardless of how they treat us, we cultivate inner peace and contribute to a more harmonious social environment. Furthermore, the Stoic practice of examining our judgments can improve our communication skills. By questioning our initial reactions and seeking to understand others' perspectives, we can engage in more empathetic and constructive dialogues. This approach can be particularly valuable in navigating conflicts or misunderstandings, both in personal and professional contexts. As we grapple with the challenges of climate change and environmental degradation, Stoic philosophy can inform our approach to sustainable living. The Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature encourages us to consider our place within the broader ecosystem and make choices that support ecological balance. This might involve adopting more sustainable consumption habits, reducing waste, or actively participating in conservation efforts. Moreover, the Stoic emphasis on distinguishing between what we can and cannot control is relevant to environmental activism. While we may not be able to single-handedly solve global environmental issues, we can focus on making sustainable choices in our daily lives and advocating for systemic changes within our spheres of influence. In the realm of education, Stoic principles can enhance our approach to learning and personal growth. The Stoic commitment to continuous self-improvement aligns well with the concept of lifelong learning, which is increasingly important in our rapidly changing world. By viewing every experience as an opportunity for growth and maintaining a curious, open mindset, we can adapt more readily to new challenges and continue developing our skills throughout our lives. The Stoic practice of journaling or keeping a philosophical diary can be a powerful tool for self-reflection and personal development. By regularly examining our thoughts, actions, and progress towards our goals, we can gain valuable insights and make intentional choices about our personal growth. This practice can be easily incorporated into modern life through digital journaling apps or traditional pen and paper methods. As we navigate the complexities of the digital age, Stoic principles can guide our use of social media and online platforms. The Stoic emphasis on virtue and inner worth can help us resist the temptation to seek validation through likes and followers. Instead, we can focus on using these platforms intentionally to connect with others, share valuable information, or contribute positively to online communities. Furthermore, the Stoic practice of periodic abstinence or fasting can be applied to our digital lives. Regular digital detoxes or scheduled breaks from social media can help us maintain a healthy relationship with technology and prevent digital overwhelm. In the professional sphere, Stoic philosophy can inform our approach to leadership and workplace culture. The Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control provide a strong foundation for ethical leadership. Leaders who embody these virtues can create more resilient, motivated, and harmonious work environments. Additionally, the Stoic emphasis on focusing on what we can control can be valuable in managing workplace stress and navigating organizational changes. By encouraging employees to concentrate on their own actions and responses rather than external factors, leaders can foster a more adaptable and resilient workforce. As we face the uncertainties of the future, including potential disruptions from artificial intelligence, automation, and other technological advancements, Stoic principles can provide a stable foundation. The Stoic emphasis on developing inner virtues and finding fulfillment through ethical action, rather than external circumstances, can help us maintain our sense of purpose and well-being even as the job market and societal structures evolve. Stoicism offers a rich and adaptable philosophy that can enhance virtually every aspect of modern life. From personal well-being and relationships to professional development and global challenges, Stoic principles provide valuable guidance. By integrating these timeless teachings with contemporary knowledge and practices, we can cultivate resilience, wisdom, and a deep sense of purpose, enabling us to thrive amidst the complexities of the 21st century. Building on our exploration of Stoicism in modern life, let's delve deeper into how these ancient principles can be applied to specific contemporary challenges and opportunities. In the realm of personal finance and economic decision-making, Stoic philosophy offers valuable guidance. The Stoic emphasis on distinguishing between what we can and cannot control is particularly relevant to financial planning and investment. We cannot control market fluctuations or global economic trends, but we can control our spending habits, savings rate, and investment strategies. By focusing on these controllable factors, we can develop a more resilient financial approach. Moreover, the Stoic virtue of temperance or moderation can guide us towards a healthier relationship with money and material possessions. In a consumer-driven society that often equates success with wealth and material accumulation, Stoicism reminds us to focus on what is truly necessary for a good life. This doesn't mean rejecting all material comforts, but rather finding a balance that allows us to meet our needs and pursue our goals without becoming enslaved to the pursuit of wealth. The Stoic practice of negative visualization can also be applied to financial planning. By periodically imagining scenarios such as job loss, economic downturns, or unexpected expenses, we can better prepare ourselves both practically and emotionally for financial challenges. This practice not only helps us develop more robust financial plans, but also reduces anxiety about potential future hardships. In the context of career development and workplace dynamics, Stoic principles can provide valuable guidance. The Stoic emphasis on virtue and character over external outcomes can transform our approach to professional success. Instead of measuring our worth solely by job titles or salary levels, we can focus on developing our skills, maintaining our integrity, and contributing positively to our organizations and communities. This shift in perspective can lead to greater job satisfaction and resilience in the face of career setbacks. When faced with challenges such as job loss or professional conflicts, the Stoic focus on what we can control encourages us to channel our energy into constructive actions like skill development or networking, rather than dwelling on circumstances beyond our influence. Furthermore, the Stoic virtue of justice can inform our interactions with colleagues and subordinates, promoting fairness, respect, and ethical behavior in the workplace. Leaders who embody Stoic principles can create more positive and productive work environments, fostering trust and motivation among team members. As we navigate the challenges of the digital age, Stoic philosophy can guide our relationship with technology and social media. The Stoic emphasis on self-control and moderation is particularly relevant in an era of constant connectivity and information overload. By consciously setting boundaries on our digital consumption and prioritizing real-world experiences and relationships, we can maintain a healthier balance between our online and offline lives. Moreover, the Stoic practice of examining our judgments can help us navigate the often polarized and emotionally charged world of social media. By questioning our initial reactions to online content and seeking to understand diverse perspectives, we can engage in more constructive online interactions and resist the pull of outrage culture. In the realm of health and wellness, Stoic principles align well with modern understanding of the mind-body connection. The Stoic view of the body as a vessel for the mind encourages us to care for our physical health as part of our overall well-being. This holistic approach to health aligns with contemporary wellness practices that emphasize the interconnection between physical, mental, and emotional health. The Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort can be particularly beneficial for physical and mental resilience. By occasionally challenging ourselves with difficult workouts, fasting, or other forms of controlled discomfort, we build both physical endurance and mental fortitude. This practice not only improves our health, but also prepares us to face life's inevitable challenges with greater equanimity. In addressing the global challenge of climate change and environmental degradation, Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights. The Stoic view of nature as a rational, interconnected system aligns well with modern ecological understanding. By cultivating a deeper awareness of our place within the natural world, we can develop a more sustainable and respectful relationship with our environment. The Stoic virtue of self-discipline can help us resist unsustainable conveniences and make choices that align with our values and the long-term well-being of the planet. Moreover, by viewing environmental stewardship as an essential aspect of living a virtuous life, we can find greater motivation and meaning in our efforts to address climate change and other ecological challenges. In the face of global uncertainties and rapid societal changes, Stoic principles can provide a stable foundation for maintaining mental health and emotional resilience. The Stoic practice of focusing on what we can control helps us avoid becoming overwhelmed by global events or future uncertainties. Instead, we can channel our energy into constructive actions within our sphere of influence, whether that's making sustainable lifestyle choices, engaging in community service, or advocating for positive change. Furthermore, the Stoic emphasis on finding meaning through virtuous action rather than external circumstances can help us maintain a sense of purpose and fulfillment even in challenging times. By focusing on developing our character and contributing positively to our communities, we can find satisfaction and meaning regardless of external events. As we grapple with issues of social justice and equality, Stoic philosophy can inform our approach to creating a more just society. The Stoic ideal of cosmopolitanism, viewing all humans as part of a universal community, encourages us to look beyond superficial differences and recognize the inherent dignity and worth of all individuals. This perspective can motivate us to work towards greater equality and inclusivity in our personal interactions, professional environments, and broader societal structures. Moreover, the Stoic emphasis on personal responsibility encourages us to examine our own biases and actions, and to actively work towards being part of the solution to social injustices. While we may not be able to single-handedly solve complex social issues, we can focus on making ethical choices in our daily lives that promote fairness and equality. In the realm of education and lifelong learning, Stoic principles encourage a mindset of continuous improvement and adaptability. In a world where technological advancements constantly reshape the job market and create new fields of knowledge, the ability to learn and adapt is crucial. The Stoic commitment to ongoing self-education aligns perfectly with this need for lifelong learning. By viewing every experience, both successes and failures, as opportunities for learning and growth, we can cultivate a mindset of continuous improvement that serves us well in all areas of life. This approach not only enhances our professional prospects, but also contributes to our personal growth and fulfillment. In conclusion, Stoic philosophy offers a comprehensive framework for navigating the complexities of modern life. From personal finance and career development to environmental stewardship and social justice, Stoic principles provide valuable guidance for living a meaningful, ethical, and resilient life. By embracing these timeless teachings and adapting them to our contemporary context, we can cultivate greater self-sufficiency, inner peace, and a deep sense of connection to the world around us. As we face the uncertainties of the future, Stoicism reminds us that true fulfillment comes not from controlling external events, but from developing our character, nurturing meaningful relationships, and contributing to the greater good.